Hi, Claire. Thank you so much for your interest in us. We're so excited to be interviewing you today. My first question for you is, which area of the LDS media are you looking to design for?
So something that I've always, I guess, wanted to do is more of the videography department, and because visual communications is my major and my emphasis in school, and I've always loved the Mormon.org messages, and I really do love also the pass-on cards and things like that. So, but I really am always touched by like the videos that they put out. So I think doing videos and things like that would be my, I don't know, number one interest of where I want to go in the company.
That's nice. Well, you're so young, so why would you choose the LDS Church over like BuzzFeed or like Twitter or stuff like that?
I guess because it's kind of like a lifestyle for me, and so to like actually believe in something and live it, and then to like, I don't know, just to incorporate in your job also, it just would feel super, I feel like, not easy obviously, because I would still want to push myself and be challenged, but I would feel like it'd be like fun, and it would be, I don't know, I feel like because I have that passion for it and that drive for it, that I can really produce things that will be effective to those in that community. So
okay, nice. That's perfect. What is your ultimate goal as a graphic designer?
I would like I don't know, my ultimate goal I guess would just to be, I always laugh because I always think of like the messages like that they put on Times Square, or like things that are big on billboards. I would love to like one day just design something or like create something that would be just on a billboard or on something big that would just reach a wide population and that people could really be moved by it. Obviously, I would like to gain more experience and become really good at what I do, and be able to, I guess, know the tricks of the trade and how to do things well in the company. So
great. What is your graphic design process?
So with my major, it's a lot of visual. So I've taken like vector graphics, which is more like design and all the vector kind of things and icons and stuff like that. And then I've taken other like videography classes, you know, video, and then I feel like I'm pretty well rounded. Like I know pretty much about Illustrator and Photoshop and Premiere, like a lot of the Adobe Creative Cloud programs, and I feel like that's pretty, I don't know, modern today, like, and they're updating constantly, and lots of people like, you know, are pretty good at that. I would like to become better in it, but I do feel like I know the basics, like enough to how to work it and how to export things and properly print and produce them. And so I feel like those are where my skills kind of lie. And I like to say, like, I love to be creative and to try my best, and I love to like create my own unique things, but sometimes when I see other people's work, I'm always like, wow, like how did they think of that? And I like always wish like I could do something more, but I definitely like to kind of clear my head and do my own things so that I can have my own original ideas and thought process and stuff like that. I'm glad that you brought up that you know like a bit about a lot of different programs, because that's like a really important skill. What kind of design projects interest you the most? I would say the ones that I've done in school. Like I do really love my video classes. I think those are just super fun, and I don't know, when you put like a video with music, it can really just move people. But the other ones that I've really enjoyed are, I really love photography as well, and like things that have to do with it. So like making either posters for photography, or like I was mentioning earlier, like the Mormon.org cards, how they have, you know, pictures on it and like things like that. Just kind of like more marketing or advertising kind of little things like that. You know, like the face of the company when you see something and it's just like that's what you first see, and you like, you know, McDonald's is McDonald's because of golden arches. Like I would feel like that would be, I don't know, something that I don't know what interests me is like those photography and what I feel like was my favorite kind of things, like videography and photography and stuff like that. So
that's great. So you'll be required to create content with both strict and flexible demands. How would you react if you're told to design something and you didn't particularly like that project?
That's a good question. I feel like, well, especially like working for the church, you know, or something like that, I feel like a lot of the messages they create, like they have to be universal. Like just because we're members of the church, you know, or I'm a member of the church, like doesn't mean that like it's just solely for the LDS community. It has to be like for everyone. So I feel like if I got something that maybe I didn't like fully agree on, I definitely would like want it to be explained to me, because I feel like everyone has a good viewpoint and opinion on things, and I feel like mine is not always the best. So I feel like if someone explained it to me, tried to help me understand like why we're doing it this way, or like why we're producing this, and that I was supposed to be involved in helping with it, like I feel like if I had a good background on it, I'd be able to like make the outcome be the way that it's supposed to be, and the way that they're trying to get the message across. I mean, of course, if there's anything like against my standards, or things like that, like I would definitely like bring it up and be like, just talk about it. I feel like communication is just really important, and sometimes, it just solves all the problems if you just talk about it and just ask questions. Like, don't be afraid to ask. So that's probably what I would do. Yeah,
that's perfect. Communication is so vital, especially in like any business. What brings you inspiration you need to design?
I really do, like I was saying earlier, like I really do think like a lot of other people are way creative, and I want to say like more creative than me, because I mean everyone has their own outlook and take, but I do think I feed off of a lot of like what other people do, and then I kind of like create my own work. And I mean obviously not copying or anything, but I just think I get inspiration off of other people's like brains and what they're thinking, because I just like, I'm just like, wow, like how did they create that, how like did they come about that, their process and everything. And I just feel like that's something that just people, honestly, like people fascinate me and the things they think of and create, and I think that's where mostly I get my, like, I don't know, passion and drive from. But something I was going to mention it or ask is like, that was kind of my question along, like that's like my passion drive, but I guess what does set people apart in this company from everyone else, like when you're hiring and things like that, like what do you kind of look for?
I think that we're looking for people who can bring something new, like we really appreciate the young minds, because it just brings a new spark into it, and it's just nice to hear like different ideas, different opinions, and we love people who are well-rounded in different programs, so we appreciate that a lot, and we're definitely going to give extra consideration because of that quality that you have.
Okay, that's good to know.
Let's see. When did you decide that you wanted to be a graphic designer? Like, when did that hit you?
I honestly didn't like know until probably a year and a half, a couple years ago almost. Excuse me. And then I just decided like I just interested me. I changed my major to communications. I was like going into dental and things like that, and I still love that. But I was just like, I want to do something that I'm really passionate about and that I love, and that I could just like, I don't know, it could just flow from me. And that's how it's felt like after, now that I've changed my major and done school. School is just, it hasn't come easier, but it's definitely been more enjoyable for me. And I can tell that because it is more enjoyable, that I know that I'm where I'm supposed to be, kind of. And so, I don't know, but
that's interesting.
That's kind of like where it came from. And just like a year and a half ago, and I just thought like, I don't know, I just always was moved by videos and things like that. And so I guess that's just where my major lied. I was like, oh, well, communications is where that kind of stuff is. Go there. So
that's such an interesting jump from like,
I know, right?
That's great.
It's complete opposite. But
well, if you get this job, what do you hope to get from it?
I really, and then just hope to gain experience, mostly just because I feel like the more experience I have, the more I can, I don't know, do my best and help others and things like that. But also, I really hope to like learn new skills and to, I guess, have a different outlook on creativity and videography and the things that I would be pursuing. Like, I really hope that I can not just be stuck in like a one path mind and like one view and my own opinion. I really hope I can get a broader view of like what others think and their design and their eyes and things like that. And I think that would be a really, really cool experience.
Okay. Well, perfect. That's actually all that I have for you today, but thank you so much for coming in, and we'll let you know by the end of the week
our decision. Appreciate it.